Hey, fearless leaders, welcome back to our secret mini but mighty workshop series. As promised, today we will be coaching that nasty little voice we call imposter syndrome. So grab your pen and paper because you're gonna need it. And for those that maybe missed our first session, I'm your leadership coach, Teresa. Now, who here has ever thought, who am I to be leading a team, to be achieving high performing results? Or when you're given stretch assignments, I'm just lucky. I don't actually deserve this. Or maybe there's another story you tell yourself. With your pen and paper, write it down because we're going to come back to it. That voice of doubt, which is called imposter syndrome, is that nagging voice that makes you question your abilities, no matter how much success and skills you've had, and it's time to overcome it today. There's a misconception that confidence comes after proof of being amazing all of the time, that you need to earn confidence by doing something remarkable. And this couldn't be further from the truth. Confidence, like any other skill, is built with time, practice, by acknowledging your worth and trusting your abilities, regardless of external proof. It's like when we first start working out and are sore the next day. After training that muscle over a period of time, the soreness decreases and we get stronger and can handle more weight. It's not that working out doesn't get hard again, especially when you're trying something new. We just know how to manage it, how to bounce back from it, and even decrease the soreness over time. It's also not just a beginner problem. Research tells us that 70% of people experience imposter syndrome at some point, and typically multiple times. This affects people at every level, including CEOs. And the issue is that we wait for outside validation before we feel confident enough to step into our own leadership. I myself have felt that across many different roles in and out of leadership. But like I mentioned with working out, we get stronger over time. And that doesn't mean a new exercise or a new skill won't make us feel weak temporarily. I remember a time early in my leadership journey when I got asked to co-host an organization-wide summit where we had 200 plus leaders and stakeholders attending. I thought, why would I get asked to do this? I don't belong in this room. I was invited to MC for 2 days, introduce our guest speakers, engage with the crowd, and set the scene. And while I had the personality for speaking at a big event, I thought they made a mistake asking me. I spent hours preparing to code switch, really, feeling like I was somehow faking it throughout. But the truth was, I was being invited because I had what it took to be a confident and skilled leader who was also authentic. Imposter syndrome was making me second guess that all the way. When did you experience something similar, either consciously or unconsciously? Those are the moments when you give your limiting thoughts and beliefs too much power. So here's the secret. Instead of listening to your inner critic, start cultivating your inner advisor. Your inner advisor is that voice of reason and confidence within you. It's about recognizing your value and stepping into your power without needing that external validation. Being in control and not letting your thoughts control you is the key. What would you have said to reframe that limiting belief you wrote down earlier? Here are some examples on the page to support you in that reframing. So take a second if you need it. Now, let's make it your mission to overcome and beat imposter syndrome. It can truly be simple. First, let's acknowledge your wins. Start by keeping either a wins journal, a brag book, or I'm the ish notes, whatever you want to call it. Just make it fun. And second, write down your accomplishments, no matter how small, and read them when that imposter voice gets loud. Now, write down 3 of your most recent successes. It could be personal or professional, big or small, and pause this to read them out loud to yourself, like if you were your own best friend hyping you up. How did that feel? List any possible feelings. Regardless if it feels good or icky, this is the start of building your inner advisor. And it might take time and practice, but if you give it some intentional attention, like any habit, it will transform the way you face these limiting beliefs and challenges. Now, let's make it a habit because that's where we're going to make progress. Here's what I want you to do every day. First, read through your wins list. Then challenge your inner critic by rephrasing negative thoughts with empowering ones. And lastly, if you're bad with making time, like all of us, add a daily, weekly, monthly reminder to your calendar. And I want you to do that right now. I'll wait. One of my clients used to really struggle with cultivating empowering thoughts and would go down a bad rabbit hole of being an inner critic until she made this a daily habit. And now she finds the lessons and joy and everything that comes her way and doesn't hijack her confidence or willingness to do something. Reframe the doubt into the confidence. It sounds small, but it is mighty. Today, we learn how to shift from doubting yourself to leading your inner advisor voice. Every great leader struggles with this at some point, but the ones who rise learn how to coach themselves in the moment. In the next workshop, we'll tackle difficult conversations because when you trust yourself, you need to know how to speak up and lead with confidence too. To unlock the next workshop, I want you to write a short love letter to yourself. You heard right, a love letter to your inner advisor. Thank them for always having your back. I know it sounds cheesy, but will it unlock the mindset shift and fire up your confidence before our next workshop? Absolutely. Take a picture of your love letter and post it with tagging me, or message me what will help you stick to this commitment to yourself. If you still feel this is impossible or scheduling time won't motivate you, I'd love to work with you to strengthen that inner advisor through one-on-one coaching. Together, we can develop strategies to silence that inner critic and move past it for good and build the confidence you need to lead authentically and from a place of abundance. Thanks for showing up, and I'll see you all very soon. Ciao.